I am live with Mandy Gilmore, who is in charge of this charitable food bank.
I lost my job 3 weeks ago. God bless you.
Merry Christmas.
I think it turned out pretty well.
It looks great.
She's really doing it, isn't she? How many people touch that many lives?
Time really has no meaning. Love, the Christmas spirit, that does.
Jeffrey, do you want this background on?
That looks great. Keep it. I love it.
Screen. See, I just feel bad blocking Laura.
Well, I don't know who this guy is. I'm blocking him.
I'm sitting.
Too.
There's like two of me. It's just weird.
Yeah, two's better than one. So I don't know who this gentleman is. I'm blocking him, so we're even. So you're shaking his hand in the picture. So
yes.
What is up, Jesse? Thanks for joining me, man.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Yes.
So I hear you're a critic.
I'm a movie critic, 25 years.
Everybody's a critic, huh?
That's true, but I'm one professionally.
That's awesome.
So what I say counts. So no, I'm kidding.
Oh,
yeah. No, I've been doing this for over 20 years. Television, now streaming, movies, and it's crazy. It's a crazy business. But hey, everyone's back off strike now. I'm ready. We're getting back to normal here. And what?
Let me have it. Hit me with your criticism. Let me have it.
No, I'm ready. No, hey, are you kidding? I'm a big fan of Pure Flix. I went out to Nashville to do a God's Country song. It's a great network. I love their message. I love their programming. And I'm a big, I grew up in a Christian conservative family. So these kind of movies were on all the time at my house, and I just watch movies like this. Like, God, my mom would have loved this. My grandmother would have loved this. Families are going to love this, because we get enough of the other stuff. That's what I love about this network. But tell us about Otto, and how does he spend his spare time during the Christmas season?
Well, Otto is, spelled the same forward as it is backwards. And as a character, I'm sure he would spend his holiday season just finding ways to bless others, finding ways to encourage, finding ways to usher, to inspire. I think everything that the character of Otto does is to help drive someone else towards the greater good, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and I love how Otto's message is volunteerism, especially during the holidays, because he spends his time volunteering at a pantry. And what goes on there? What's happening? Magic?
A lot of magic. The food bank is supposed to be shut down. The building's supposed to be sold. There's some problems with that, and there's some inspiration that occurs. And they kind of want to give one last hurrah, feed the people in the local community, and that's kind of what the whole movie revolves around. Is what does that look like, and how do you get that done? And
we got Lori Loughlin, who plays Mandy Gilmore. She's a television cooking chef, and she's had great success. She ends her series. But she had a death in the family. Her aunt died, who owned Angel Fair. So she comes there totally intent on selling it, and she discovers her past. She discovers her aunt's, her giving, and it spills over, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the ones who are left behind, still alive, that need to make choices, And so I think that's what this movie's about. Is what are you going to do? What are you going to choose to do? Every character in the film has some choices that they need to make at some point. And so as a viewer, and you watch that, some are big, some are small. And of course, there's varying degrees of choice. But that's what's pretty cool about this movie, I think, is you watch it, and every character has a little something about them that it's like you want to say as an audience member. But what I love is that the other characters kind of say it. Like, we call each other out on this stuff. And I think that's pretty cool. It's kind of a neat aspect of the film, and it's done in a fun, humorous way. I think, where you just kind of, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I believe that my goal for playing the character of Otto was to, every time he's on screen, people are going to laugh or smile or chuckle or at least the mouth will curl, or they'll have some sort of response, right? And I think generally it's a good one. And a fun one. So I'm excited to hear what people think.
you talk about choices. Let's talk about your choice and the look of Otto. You've got this bow tie, this tweed suit. You're so close to being Barney Fife. It's so close.
I think it was fantastic.
Whose idea was that? I mean, you said, look, I'm going totally nerd on this, or say it in the script that you wore a bow tie and a tweed suit.
No, it didn't really say that, but we, I worked with the head of wardrobe, and she definitely had ideas already. So it was great that we were kind of both inherently on the same page without even really talking about it. And I thought it was pretty cool. And even the props department was on board when I said, hey, can I get like just an old school watch? And so they sourced a couple, and we picked one out, and just little things like that I don't know. I wanted this character to just kind of, because he's quirky, he's different, right? He
you put that watch on, you put the bow tie on, you put the tweed suit on. Otto comes through for an actor, doesn't he?
It helps. I'm always a big fan of footwear. Whatever I'm wearing on my feet is going to affect me the whole day, and of course, clothes are second. So, yeah, as a performer, I'm always a little bit picky about like how it feels, the fit, and that changes everything about your character. But yeah, there was some choices.
I love that. And also working with Lori Loughlin and also James Tupper, I just see they have such great chemistry in this movie, don't they?
They're both really genuine people. I mean, they both have really good hearts, and that comes through in their work for sure. And it was great to see them both together. I think they both have very I love how there's this subtle comedy kind of in a lot of their moments, and sometimes it's dry, sometimes it's very pointed, but I mean, they've both been doing it a long time, and so it was cool to see that, and it was fun to work with it because everybody would respond or give something, and there was always something different in every take that we were like, oh, okay, you're gonna make that look, well, I'll do this look, and then now she's doing that look, and okay, and there was a lot of synergy, give and take.
And I always ask this to actors who make these kind of films. You obviously don't shoot this movie during Christmas. It's always a weird time of year. So when did you shoot this? And was it bizarre playing Christmas in an off time of year?
You just get used to it. I mean, and once you're in the world, right? It's, I mean, we're always making up a story. So you just got to jump in both feet and create it. But yes, it's like, I go outside, sit down at lunch, and the sun's blaring and it's hot, and I'm like, oh man, I can't sweat through my clothes, I got to take this off, and
back to reality.
yeah.
And if you didn't have one film on Pure Flix, you have two films. You have B&B Mary. Can you tell us about that too?
I think there's more than that, to be honest with you. There could be 4 or 5.
Yeah
You're
prolific, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
love Bubbles and Crystal Cove, Snowman's. B&B Mary I did with Jen Lilly. That was, man, we had a ton of fun. Jen is a good friend of mine, and she's awesome. We just like goof around the whole time when we're on set. I mean, everybody's like, okay, guys, like get back to work. We're like, yeah, okay. And no, B&B Mary was also a really touching movie. I think there were some really great moments in that film. My wife actually really enjoyed that one as well. So, and she doesn't always enjoy them all. So if my wife's like says, hey, I like that one, then that's a pretty, it's up there.
Well, for A Christmas Blessing, you also had the line, love in the Christmas spirit. I mean, that's the message. I mean, you delivered that line right there. Just summed it all right there. I wanted to ask you real quick, finally, are you afraid of being typecast as someone the go-to guy for these kind of movies? Because you look like you're ready to jump into an action film, which I think would be cool. But then also you have such a soft touch. You can be this big burly man like you are and just be sensitive and deliver something that's touching. So that's real great versatility you have.
Thank you. I mean, as a performer, I love to jump around, move around. So I love nothing more than telling all kinds of different stories. I need the switch too. That's also just part of me as a human being. That's probably why I'm an actor. I mean, if you put me in a cubicle and I had to do the same thing every day, I wouldn't be able to do it. I applaud everyone who does, because I wasn't made like that. You put me on set, 18 hours, high stress, got to shoot everything, memorize 1,000 pages. I'm in. I love it. I'm focused. I'm clear. And so I've actually been a stunt performer my whole career as well. So I do still do a lot of stunts. I'll double other actors. I'll do fight scenes. I'm actually my newest character is on the series called Homestead for Angel Studios, and so will be a theatrical release, and then after winter we'll go back and continue to film the other 6 episodes. So in that, I just shaved my beard off, but I did grow it out, and I play an ex-Green Beret who's hired as part of a security team to protect the 300-acre homestead. So I actually do love those roles as well, and so I enjoy moving around because I think the human heart is capable of so much. So let's get out there and let's just make films in all those areas.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on A Christmas Blessing, and also B&B Merry and Great American Pure Flix, one of my favorite networks. Thank you so much for your time today, and let's talk again soon, okay? Happy holidays.
Hey, thanks, Jeffrey.